From your question the other day, I'm assuming you haven't heard me talk about cholesterol. I've seen the video I've shot on cholesterol. Sideman. So before we get into that, so have you been following the clean ketogenic diet?
Yeah, sometimes I should, but not often.
Yeah. So being really honest, and accurate, would you say you're doing that 80%, 90%, whatever you say?
I would say probably 95%.
95%. So when you don't, what's your typical when you don't follow it? What do you?
Just eat a little piece of chocolate. Eat a little piece of chocolate or a little tiny piece of Puerto Rican bread or something like that.
Okay. So how?
It's like once a week.
So like once a week you'll have like a piece of, you say that's really accurate. Like once a week you have a piece of chocolate or a piece of bread.
But not peanuts sometimes. When I don't have almonds, which I don't eat every day, but when I do.
Okay, that's a whole nother subject, but it is. Well, I mean, you're answering my question, but then you just opened up another can of worms. Kickbacks. So make sure I come back to peanuts after LDL.
Yeah, but that has been this week. The last, like 2 weeks ago, but the test was in February before peanuts and almonds.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. When you had your test done, how long had you been doing?
1 month.
You had been doing clean keto for a month. Okay. So anybody that heard me say this, I'm going to say it the same way I usually say it. And so here are the pieces, but here are the big picture too. So yeah, push it out to the side. So does generally eating healthy fats raise or lower your cholesterol?
Apparently lower. Oh, raised? Because I had like cholesterol that was high and went down like she was surprised. And same thing with the sugar. But then she said, well, your LDL was low and now it's high.
Kickbacks. What is your LDL number now, or in the last test?
I think it was 160.
Okay, yeah, which is high. Yeah. So again, here are the pieces, then here are the big picture. So generally, eating healthy fats raises your cholesterol, but that is a good thing. Generally, eating healthy fats also raises your LDL, but that's a good thing. Now, are most doctors and nurses aware of that? Absolutely not. That's reality. And there's plenty of good information out there about that. They're busy, and the reality is, who do they get most of their information from? It's the pharmaceutical rep. Yeah. So Lysandra asked about this, so I'm talking to Lysandra about it. But anybody that's on cholesterol meds, which I wouldn't recommend, but the answer isn't just to go stop them, but understand what you're doing and how to get yourself off of those and what else to do. Or in the future, if you end up getting a high LDL test, okay, what's next? Typically, what's next for most people is the doctor goes, here's your script for statins, which I don't recommend. So in User-Friendly Fitness, in the files, there's notes for the cholesterol myth. I would definitely recommend reading those so that you can then have an educated conversation with your doctor or your nurse and say, hey, okay, my LDL was high. Can I now get the LDL breakdown test? Now that said, do you think your doctor or nurse is probably going to have any idea what you're talking about? No, they're not. So doctors are actually open-minded to help them all some of that stuff. Still don't see a lot of that stuff. Because there's like 50 good medical journal articles coming out per day. So for them to try and keep up on all that good stuff, that doesn't typically happen. Especially when you look at the insurance standards, they're like next and next and next and next. Oh yeah, and then go study all the latest information. So one of the ways just to reinforce it, and again, the information that doctors go by doesn't jive with this, but there's plenty of information to say this. And when I tell you, it's logical to anybody. So does high cholesterol have any correlation to heart disease and death? Most people would think so, yes, and that's what we've been told. But When you look at all the people that have heart attacks and strokes, just as many people have low cholesterol as have average cholesterol, as have high cholesterol. And when you look at the healthiest living, longest living people on the planet, guess what's very common? High cholesterol. So logically, is it really the cholesterol that's a problem? No. Now, anytime I talk about that, I'm like, if you have high LDL or high cholesterol, I'm not saying ignore it, I'm saying understand it to know if it's a problem or not. And the answer to that is, all right, LDL breakdown test. Because you could have high LDL and be perfectly healthy, or you could have high LDL and it could be an issue. So it's a matter of what's that LDL made of. And typically when it's sourced from healthy fats, it's not an issue. For more information and upcoming events and programs, please see the email, post, or webpage attached to this video, or give Michelle a call at 863-978-8941. Thank you.